Now my first ingredient is going to be rice. Now rice will have to clear your dark knuckles. It will have to exfoliate the dead skin cells from your hands. It will have to get rid of your rough palm. It will also have to get rid of your dry cuticles. It will just leave your hand just soft and fresh looking. So what I'm doing with this rice, I'm going to be blending to a powder. And here I already have some rice. Now when you blend the rice, you want it to have a bit of a granule, almost like a sugar consistency. That's how you need to blend it. So I'm going to be using about 3 tablespoons of the blended rice. Pour this in my bowl. And take a look at my second ingredient. Here I have some brown sugar. Brown sugar contains glycolic acid. This will have to lighten and brighten your hands. This will have to get rid of the rough joints, but it will also have to get rid of the wrinkles on the back of your hands. So what we're going to use in this, we're using about 2 tablespoons of the brown sugar. So we're going to be mixing the brown sugar with the rice. We are making an exfoliator for your hands. So mix rice and brown sugar together, and like I said earlier, the rice should have the same consistency of the sugar, the same kind of a granule, so do not over blend the rice. If you do not have brown sugar for this recipe, you can choose to use white sugar. You can use the rice standalone or even the sugar standalone. Now before I add the liquid, I would like to add one more ingredient, and today I'm going to add some tea. Today I'm not using green tea, but I'm using black tea. You can go ahead and you can use green tea or black tea in this recipe, rich in antioxidant. 1 teaspoon of the black or green tea, and we are just going to fold it in the mixture. Fold it in with the sugar and the rice. And now we're going to add some liquid to this. We're making a scrub to get rid of rough, dull looking hands. So I'm going to reach for some honey, and I'm going to be using about a teaspoon of the honey. Pour that in, 1 teaspoon of honey. I'm also going to be using some oil, and I'm going to use coconut oil. However, if you have any other oil such as olive oil, go ahead and use that. I'm using about a teaspoon of the coconut oil. So 1 teaspoon coconut oil, 1 teaspoon honey, and 1 teaspoon black tea. And now we're just going to mix these together, but we have one more liquid to add to this. And here it is. Take a look. Here I have some almond milk. However, for this recipe, use any milk, whole milk, soy milk, almond milk, cashew milk, whatever milk you have, use it for this recipe. However, you're only going to get the lactic acid from the regular milk. So I'm going to start out with 1 tablespoon of my almond milk, and I'm just going to start folding this in. I suggest that you pour the milk in slowly, because you're not trying to make this too watery, nor do you want it to be too dry. So far we have 1 tablespoon, so most likely we can do 2 tablespoons of the almond milk, 2 tablespoons of any of the milk that you are going to use, and we are mixing, and we are mixing well. We're making a scrub for our hands. Now once we totally blend all the ingredients together, this has come nicely. Now this is good to go. You can choose to use an essential oil in this. However, it is optional. I'm just gonna dash 2 little drops of lavender essential oil. Use any of your favorite essential oil if you want to, not a must. I personally like the lavender or the eucalyptus, and this is also great for the body, guys. You can use this all over your body. If you're making this for your face, omit the essential oil and grind the rice to a powder. And now I'm just gonna pour this in my storage jar. So let's go ahead and load this up. This smells amazing. Good for your hands, good for your nails, good for your rough cuticles. Just good to have your hands looking young and fresh. So here is it, guys. This is your hand scrub that you're going to use to exfoliate your hands. Exfoliate your hands at least 2 to 3 times per week for nice, clear, young looking hands. Now, because we use the milk in this, go ahead and store this one in the refrigerator and use it up within 7 days. Now, let me do a quick demo for you to show you how to use this on your hands. Because we don't want to contaminate this. This amount, you can use it twice, guys, okay? Use it twice. So this is enough for 2 days. Now take a look at my hands before, and you might be like, oh yeah, your hands is okay. Yes, because I do use this on my hands a bit. So I like to just put it in my hands like this. Just like that. Let me get some of the liquid. And the first thing I like to start doing is just to exfoliate my hand middle. Yes, in the palm of my hand. And I like to exfoliate by just rubbing my hands the way I'm showing you. Just like that. And you want to do this where you're comfortable. You can choose to do this in your tub. You can choose to do this over your sink. You know, you can even do this in your kitchen, since all you're doing is exfoliating your hands. Now, once I feel satisfied that the palm of my hands are good, then I like to go back in and I like to take a bit more, and then I like to exfoliate the back of my hands, and I like to take this all the way up here, guys. So just exfoliate and focus on those joints, you know, get those joints to look good. And this is where I tend to get dry looking hands, so I like to go in and I like to exfoliate. And I'm gonna do the same on the next hands. I'm lefty, so you know, might look a little awkward for doing this one. Go right in there, exfoliate, and then I'll work it on both. Right in here where I tend to have those dry, rough looking hands, and I go here. Don't forget the cuticles. Go in circular motion on the cuticles. Just make sure to exfoliate those, and the tummy area like this, just exfoliate. And this feels good, it smells good, it feels good, and I sure you want to try this one, guys. This you need to try. And I know you're gonna be like, oh, yes, not only my hands but my knees, my elbows, my entire body. So now that I finished exfoliating my hands, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rinse this off. And I like to rinse this one off with cold water. You can choose cold or warm water to rinse. So let me rinse off, and then I'm gonna come back and show you my result. And take a look, guys. This is it. Take a look at my hands. Oh my goodness. Soft, smooth. Look at my knuckles, guys. Look at my problem areas where I tend to have my hands looking dry at all times. Just look how smooth, and it feels really, really soft and hydrated. You can go ahead and use your favorite hand cream or any form of oil or moisturizer on your hand. So that is it. A very simple, a very easy recipe that you can whip up in your kitchen and get nice looking hands.